Hello, hello. Let's see. All right. I know there's a delay when I'm streaming from Zoom, but happy Tuesday, everybody. It is 5, almost 5:30 p.m. on the Pacific Coast and 8:30 p.m. for those of you on the East Coast and wherever else you are joining from, whether you're joining live or you're watching the replay, please let me know where you're joining from. This is going to be a quick Facebook Live. I have a really special invitation for you. But here's what I want to say. Hi, Mary. I have been so fired up. I've literally been on coaching calls and support calls and team calls just all day, nonstop, back to back, literally just until 5 minutes ago. And so my voice is like a little bit raspy, but here's what. When I get so fired up when I'm coaching people, like that is what I'm meant to do, like making a difference for people, supporting people, whether they're my clients or not, is really what fires me up and keeps me going. And here's the thing, if you're somebody who often like burns out, right? You find yourself like you're a good starter, but you don't finish, right? If that's you, let me know. Or you find that like, you get that temporary drive, but you just can't hold it, right? If that's you, like what I'm saying to you is you've got to find something inside of you that is like is a lifetime inspiration, right? Like you got to find the lifelong drive, the drive that will have you keep going. So, and the reason I say this is because if you're just doing things because like you want to make a little bit more money or you want to have more time off, or, like if it's like a small goal, right? Like your momentum will run out. Your momentum will run out. You've got to get connected to really a lifetime drive. Like what can really just keep you going so that you get on the edge, you find your drive, and when you fall off, you get back up quickly because you're driven by whatever this lifetime drive is for you, right? So I have this drive, right? So here's what I want to say. Today I've coached so many people in my community who've reached out to me and have said, Jessica, like whatever you've got right now, I want. Like, how do you keep hitting these big goals? What's the mindset that it required for you to just go back and crush it and become a pro athlete in 7 months? Like, how is it that you're like, you've doubled your business from last year in like half of the year? Like, how are you constantly hitting these goals, right? Like, I want to get inside your head. So much so that my business coach reached out to me and actually is inviting me to coach her around her mindset of that next edge. How do you keep that edge in life, right? How do you not lose it? So the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I know so many of you are struggling with this, right? You're struggling with, how do I keep the momentum? Right? So if you're someone who's struggling with keeping momentum going in your life towards your goals, in your business, in your personal life, let me know right now, right? If you find yourself, and let me know, be active in this Facebook Live, because it helps me to see what's resonating with you. Hey, Cheryl. Hi, Pi. Hi, Daniela. So do you find yourself constantly stressed out? Do you find yourself constantly losing focus, right? Like, so you set a goal, you get super motivated and inspired, you get on your path, and then like you lose focus. Something else catches your attention, or you decide, I don't really want to do this, right? That's just a story you're telling yourself because somehow something got difficult, right? Or you find yourself constantly in overwhelm. I spoke about this with my group call today. It's like, if you're somebody who's constantly overwhelmed, I don't care what you're telling yourself, you're not busier than other people. You don't have much, right? Like think of the biggest people that are like crushing it in life. Think of an Oprah, think of a Tony Robbins, right? Like think of some of the biggest people you admire. I can guarantee you their lives are busier than yours. And they're still hitting these big goals. It has nothing to do with time and schedule, right? Like overwhelm. You get overwhelmed because you constantly get off track. You get overwhelmed because you lose focus. You get overwhelmed because you don't hit your goals. That's overwhelming. That's stressful. When you develop the mindset and the habit of constantly hitting your goals, you don't feel overwhelmed. I've got a million things going on. I don't feel overwhelmed or stressed about them. I'm inspired by it. It doesn't mean that there aren't tougher days, right? I talk all the time in here about how we make the hard shit get easy, right? So if you constantly find yourself stressed out, losing focus, saying you're overwhelmed, constantly having to start over, then you're missing the piece, the really magical piece. And here's what it is. How do you stay driven towards your goal while also being unattached to the result? How do you stay driven towards your goal while also being unattached to the result? That is what I have really mastered. And that took me building that, right? I'm not saying I always had that mastered. I used to really be attached to the results. But here, and that will get you so far, right? Like you can be in that energy. I just coached two of my colleagues on this. Literally, we just got off of a phone call and they were just like, how do you constantly like enroll, like how you keep hitting these results inside of our coaching community? And I talked to them about, here's the cutting edge that I found. The fact that I am now the fact that I can be focused and driven towards my goal, but have no attachment to it, and I truly mean that, I have no attachment to it, that somehow is magically made me get my results just consistently easy. The hard shit has gotten so easy. That's the edge that you're missing. And so because so many people have been reaching out to me and saying, share this, and even my coach has reached out to me, which is super humbling and inspiring, right? To know that I'm inspiring her. So because so many people have reached out to me, I've decided to do this Q&A, this free Zoom Q&A, Ask Jessica Anything call on Friday. So I'm going to put the link in here. It's a Zoom call, and this is like, you don't register for it or anything like that. So you're going to need to keep the link somewhere. I'm looking for where I get to put it. How do I post this? Da, 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 da. So you get to put where is, let me find out where I am. I'm going to post this. Tell me in the comments right now, who here would feel supported by getting inside of my head, right? Like getting on an hour Zoom call with some other people, hearing the questions that they're asking, hearing me answer them, totally transparent, right? No BS. Anybody who's a client of mine, if you're on here right now, speak into the fact in the comments, right? Speak into the fact that, like, how transparent am I? Am I transparent with you guys? Am I straight up? Do I let you know? Like, I don't pull any punches. Like, I'm as direct as they come. And so, like, would it be beneficial for you? I just posted the Zoom link in the comments. Would it be beneficial for you to, like, be able to ask me your questions about how I stay driven, how I stay unattached, how I keep getting the result? Like, how do I think? How do I stay on that cutting edge? Let me know if that would be supportive to you. And if it will be, I want to see you on this Zoom call. So take the Zoom call link that I put in here right now and copy it and into your phone calendar, like put it in there so that you have it scheduled. It's going to be this Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific, where it's a whole hour with me and you get to ask me whatever you want and I will answer you 100%. Honestly, I will coach you. I'm looking to hot seat people, right? So, like, come to the call prepared to get coached. Come to the call with whatever you're stuck at. Maybe you created a new business and you, like, just show up and be honest. Like, I don't know what to do right now. I'm in this step. Or maybe you have a fitness goal you want to hit. So many people are reaching out to me now that I've inspired them to set a fitness goal or do a bikini competition or run a race or sign up for the marathon, right? Like, come with whatever it is that gets to be, like, right? Like, so think of it like this. Right now, there's a goal or a vision that you have for your life. And you know that you're missing something inside of you, right? You're not accessing something inside of you. You don't know what it is yet, but you can feel that you're not accessing the very thing that you know you need in order to nail it, in order to hit it out of the ballpark, right? That that is what I want you to come to this Q&A call with, right? Like share, like volunteer to be hot seated, right? Like let me coach you and give you a breakthrough on an hour or less call, right? So 5 or 10 minutes of coaching with me. So I have a testimonial that I shared just a couple days ago or a week ago that somebody texted me on Voxer and was like, oh my God, just from the 30-minute conversation that you and I had, I just signed up 3 people in my new program and I wasn't making any money before this, right? Like, here's the reason that it's important for you to know that it doesn't need to take forever. Sometimes you're right there and you're just missing a little piece that somebody else can see that you don't see. So that's what's possible if you come to this call on Friday. So take the link, save it, put it in your phone, and show up to the call. I'm calling on those of you who are already driven, right? This is the key to manifesting what you want on purpose, to making it easy. You guys, it's not about sitting back in meditation. It's not about just waiting for things to happen. It's not about going deeper and deeper and deep. Yes, that's part of it, but that's keeping you stuck. That's keeping you in analysis. You can only analyze for so long. Like you still need, you need to take the actions. You need to think in a way that's going to get you the result that you want. That's what we're going to talk about on Friday. And I can't wait to see how many of you are going to be there. If you're watching the replay, let me know. And let me know what about this has got you fired up. Because I want to make sure that I'm coming in here and getting you guys fired up. You get to live on this edge. I'm telling you, life is so much more fun this way. It truly is. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't want to wake up like with bored about my life, right? I want to wake up fired up and go out there and inspire other people. So let's see. Hey, Daniela. Let me see if anybody, Daylene, I'm working hard to keep my momentum going. I only feel overwhelmed with my jobs, not my life or business. I'm so excited to be working toward not needing. Okay, great. Not being attached to the result is a challenge. Yes. So this is what we're going to speak into big time on this call, right? Because that truly, like, think about anything that you've tried to force or hold on to. What happens? It's like a boomerang effect, right? It goes the opposite way. Think of the relationship that you stayed in too long because you were just trying, right? It's like, it's in the release that we get what we want. Thank you, Cheryl. Awesome. I'll be there. This is going to be awesome. Yes, Jules, too much analyzing keeps people stuck. It totally does, right? Like if you're somebody who's waiting to make a decision when you know how it's going to turn out, right? Like you're afraid to make a decision because you don't know what's going to happen. If you're in that space, you need to be on this call on Friday because I can guarantee you, you will never get to a higher level in life and live an exceptional life and like get in a place of flow and ease with your goals. And you know, whether you have business goals, relationship goals, health goals, you'll never get there from the place of needing to know all the answers before you take action. Like you just won't get there. In fact, if you already know how to hit your goal, then it's not big enough. It's not meaningful enough. Your goals and your vision should be so powerful and so big that you have to learn from other people, right? Like you have to build a team. You have to have coaches. You have to have mentors in order to hit it. I don't ever set things that I know how to achieve. I don't call them goals. Those are just things I'm going to do. When I have set goals, I know those are goals that I get to go out and build support around me in order to get. That's called thinking bigger, right? That's how you manifest a bigger result in your life. Okay, so I will see you on Friday's call. We're talking about finding that edge, living on that edge, staying on that edge. And the edge is like enjoying life while you're creating amazing results in your life. If you want that, take that link, save it. I'm going to put it in here again. And I'll see you guys on Friday. And if you can't wait and you just want to get on a call with me before then, just send me a message and I will send you a link and we'll get on a call. Okay? Have a great rest of the day, everyone. Bye.